Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Can you see me okay? I've got the sun shining through the blinds and it's kind of, well, blinding me. But I hope you can see me. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. All the help that you can give is really, really appreciated. So, what we're going to talk about today, how about we talk about Alen Babic? Because yesterday he was involved in something that sort of vaguely resembled a fight against Eric Molina. Molina's effort was at best extremely questionable and at worst pathetic. I'm sort of loath to insult fighters because it's like I've always said, you know, getting into that ring, it's the loneliest place on earth. But let's be honest here. You've got your corner looking out for you. You've got the ref looking out for you. If you get in that ring and you take the old Queen shilling purse, then you've really got to make some effort. And Molina didn't make any effort, really. He got floored in the opening seconds of the first round. Babic was his usual rampaging self. Interestingly, when Molina did make an effort, he was catching Babic. Caught him with a couple of flush right hands, countered well, timed him well. But then in the second round, he just capitulated. And I think there were three knockdowns, four knockdowns? But some of them didn't even look like knockdowns. I think one of them looked like a wrestling move, and he just basically quit. And Eddie Hearn afterwards said, that's the last check you're getting off us, because you've got to come over here and make an effort. And I kind of agree with Eddie. Molina's career is over. He's finished now. He's got no heart. I don't think a lot of people expect him to do much against Babic because he kind of bottled it or swallowed it against Fabio Wardley. But it's a shame because the guy's got ability and he hits reasonably hard. And he if he'd had a bit of self-belief or a bit of ambition, he could have given Babic a good fight, but he didn't. So we didn't learn much about Babic other than that he can be hit. He's still a very small heavyweight, really only a cruiser. But you've got to put him in there with someone who's going to hit him back and test him. And he's a real fun fighter to watch, Babic. I like watching him a lot. He's great fun. But when he gets in there with anyone who's got any kind of ambition and ability to time him and counter punch and can take a good whack, I think Babic will be in a lot of trouble. But let's enjoy the ride while it's here because he's fun to watch. The question is, who's next for Babic? Again, with his limitations, his technical limitations, we're going to have to choose the right person. And I've been seeing a lot of suggestions, a lot of people mentioning possible opponents. Dave Allen has been mentioned, although Dave Allen has had one very nondescript fight since coming out of retirement. And I don't like that fight. I don't like it for several reasons. I think Allen has taken a lot of punishment in his first career, if that's what you want to call it. Should he even be fighting? I don't know. I'm not a neurologist, but I think Babic would win that fight now. Allen always had a good chin. I can't even remember him ever being floored. Am I forgetting something? But he had some ability as well, Allen. You know, it wasn't a big pudding. He was a good domestic level fighter, but. And okay, if it was the Dave Allen of 2017 or something, maybe putting him in with Alen Babic would be a good idea, but not now. I'm not interested in that fight. The one that really intrigues me, that I think would be a lot of fun and would really show us if Babic is going anywhere, apart from picking up paychecks would be a lot of fun, is Babic versus Chris Arreola. Can you imagine the build-up to that? Because Arreola is he 40, 41 or something? Definitely a loose cannon throughout his whole career. It's probably worked against him more than it's worked for him, but he's got that street tough fighting spirit, mentality. He wouldn't put up with any of Babic's nonsense before the fight. Press conference would be a scream. But let's not forget that in his previous fight against Andy Ruiz, Chris Arreola rolled back the years. And I was stunned watching that fight because he gave Ruiz a great fight. he floored Ruiz and he hurt him, and he was the lightest he'd been for possibly since his very early career, and he looked really motivated. It was a Mexican thing, I suppose, you know, hey, I'm fighting another Mexican fighter, I've got to be in shape, you know, I've got to do my thing, and there was pride involved, which maybe Arreola hasn't always had. Cut too many corners, and he'll admit it in interviews. But put him in with Babic, you know, the savage, a motivated Chris Arreola. I mean, I'd pick him, even at this stage of his career, if he fought like he did against Ruiz, I think he'd beat Babic. But it would just be a fun fight, and it would see if Babic is more than just a gimmick, more than just a, you know, rampaging, fit, smaller butterbean, a sort of circus act. To, I don't mean this to sound insulting, because Babic he's got some ability. He hits hard. He's a small guy taking on much bigger men. Respect to him, but how are we going to test him? I think someone like an Arreola, who's in his 40s now, but still clearly got something left, would be a good test. And even if Babic lost, he could come back. It wouldn't be a major tragedy. And he's been crying out to be knocked out, hasn't he? Anyway, did you see the press conference? What he was saying? Knock me out, take away my O. Come on, you know. Okay, fair enough. I like that spirit. Let's see if we can do it. But please, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, no more Molinas. That was woeful, and the least said about that, the better. And it's spoiling the fun that is Alen Babic, the enjoyment that us boxing fans get. So yeah, what do you think? Alen Babic versus Chris Arreola? Am I whistling Dixie, or do you like that fight? If not, which fight do you like? Who would you pick for Babic to face? Yeah, let us know your thoughts, and you have a nice Sunday. I think I'll put my hat on. Either that or I could get out of the way of the sun, but nah. Hey, it's November. Was it? No, it's last day of October and we've still got sun. We can't complain, can we? So I might go out in it later. But take care, enjoy your Sunday, and leave your comments below. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much.